Absolutely huge. I mean, as you were saying, this has been a safe Conservative area for the last 100 years. Since 1997, the constituency has voted Conservative, but way before that, it's always been dyed-in-the-wool Conservative. Anne, you were asking what the statue is behind me. It's Edward VII, and it actually says on the statue, Edward the Peacemaker. Well, the people of Tiverton may well have made their peace with the way they voted, but the message that they're sending through to Westminster is anything but peaceful. A real sense on the streets here this morning that something fundamental has changed. In the last few minutes, we've just heard from the Liberal Democrat campaign office. They're actually planning to meet members of the press and members of the public just behind me at the clock tower there at 11 o'clock. And they're then going to go on a massive victory parade through Tiverton. So we will be there at 11. We will be live at 11, hopefully talking to Sir Ed Davey, who is in town, as well as the Britain's newest MP, Richard Ford. So that's something to bear in mind to watch at 11 o'clock this morning. Richard Ford, a very popular figure locally. He's an ex-army major. He's lived in the area for many years. He's a very personable man, and that is part of what's happened here. He's been on the streets a lot, he's got to know a lot of people, and he's been a very friendly, personable, approachable character. And people here, perhaps unfairly, depending on your views, comparing that to Boris Johnson and comparing that, obviously, to Neil Parish, the MP that resigned from here under particularly unsavoury circumstances, watching pornography in the House of Commons. You know, the optics of that aren't particularly good and don't sit well in what was a staunch, safe Conservative seat here. So Ed Davey is saying this morning, it's time Boris Johnson goes. He has to look at this and go. Boris Johnson has commented from Rwanda this morning, and he said, look, he is listening, but he has no intention of going. But considering the scale, as you said, Stephen, the scale of that defeat here, the question is how much longer can he really carry on?
OK, Jeff, thank you.
Yes, thanks very much indeed, Jeff, and thanks for finding out about the statue, the Peacemaker, Edward VI, did you say? Sixth? Anyway, Anna Riley is in Wakefield for us now. It's called a Red Wall constituency that was probably lent to Boris Johnson, now been seized back by Labour. Anna.
Good morning. Yes, that's right, Anne. It was the first time in 80 years in 2019 that the Tories got in here with a majority of over 3,000, but that's completely changed in this by-election. NHS worker Simon Lightwood, he has got a majority of 4,925 and has won this seat. There was a turnout of 39.1% in Wakefield. Conservatives came in second place. That was followed by Independent Akif Akbar in third and the Yorkshire Party in fourth. The Greens were fifth here, Reform sixth. And in contrast to Honiton and Tiverton, the Lib Dems were pushed to sixth place here. There was a lot of candidates as well vying for this seat, 15 of them. Now, speaking after the result, Simon Lightwood was quite scathing towards Boris Johnson. He said, Boris Johnson, your contempt for this country is no longer tolerated. Your government has no ideas, no plan to address big issues facing our country. He said that he felt absolutely over the moon about the result, and he said that the Labour Party in this area focused on the cost of living. And he said that people wanted a fresh start for Wakefield and that they would be rebuilding the Red Wall going forward and that Labour will be pushing forward in this area. He again said that the big issues here were the cost of living and that a lot of people were angry with the Prime Minister here over Partygate. I've been speaking to people this morning and they're saying it is no surprise that Labour got in here, but they're saying now they want Simon Lightwood to focus on the big issues for the area, cost of living, and they also want to see investment in this area as well. The high street's full of empty shops. They want to see it revigorated.